Hello and welcome back to North Plaza, Willamette Mall, Dead Rising Remastered, and Frank looking dashing.
So, yeah, we still have our somewhat tacky. Is it orange or is it chartreuse shades?
Chartreuse. Looks more yellowish, actually, like goldenrod.
I mean, the suit the suit is definitely yellow gold, but like the shades.
The shades are like Sunset Boulevard. Hollywood.
Yeah.
You may be wondering, who are those people talking when we entered North Plaza? There are survivors in the gun shop. There are three modes that the gun shop is in. It is hillbilly, vacant, and survivor ridden.
Okay.
You want to kill the hillbilly because you get a psychopath defeated bonus, and you complete a mission by doing that. And by defeating the hillbilly, you get the vacant status, which means that you can go into the gun shop at any time and stock up on shotguns or pistols. Rifles also are available. Now, in Survivor Ridden, you have to first not get shot to pieces as soon as you stick your head through the door. And you have to talk to the survivors and get them to follow you, which basically means you have a posse joining you on your way back to the security room, which is, as we've gone over in earlier parts, equipping survivors, equipping the more capable survivors, because there are different kinds of capabilities among survivors. You get them with guns, they're gonna protect you.
No, specifically, if you equip all three of the survivors with shotguns, they should do quite nicely for themselves.
Right, shoddy? Or just whatever you do, don't stand in front of them while they're shooting, because they will hit you. Oh, yes, they will. And
I was hoping the nail gun would actually be as effective as the handgun, but clearly it is not. Damn it.
Kids, don't try this at home.
You see, the reason why I was hoping it would be as effective as the handgun is because I am actually quite fond of the nail gun from Quake 1, and that is actually a very fun weapon to play around with.
I bet it is. Can you pick up the nails after you fire them in Quake 1?
No, you cannot.
Damn. I guess they went for the not so over the top useful.
Well, that's not entirely true, actually, because the nail gun is, at least from my personal experience, at least as good, if not better, than the base shotgun from Quake 1.
Saw blades.
That's another Mega Man reference.
Cut man.
You see, whenever I think of Mega Man tracks, I think of the opening to Mega Man 2 and Hayudun's remix of Bubble Man, because, those are the big ones for me.
That honestly, Frank could really use some sweet background tracks, because as nice as it is that the game gives you Muzak as you're going throughout the mall, which is honestly one of the better aspects of the game, is that it will provide the quaintness of being in an ordinary American mall that's infested by zombies, while giving you also something to divert you while you're trying to figure out how best you want to have fun in the game. Mega Man would have been a great thing to have on. Alright, I'm gonna pop my boombox, I'm gonna play some level music while I'm killing zombies as best I can. Here we go. Yeah. Now shoot the canister.
It worked.
Back up. Next time, back up first, and then shoot the canister.
Okay. So, what are we up to in this part, Mr. Cloud?
Well, we did explore a couple new weapons, like the saw blade. This game...
And honestly, the saw blade was somewhat effective. It's just that it's a one-use item, so
right.
It doesn't matter how effective it is. It needs you can't really depend upon it as it's one use.
I mean, let's face it. Frank looks damn silly while he's trying to kill zombies with a teddy bear. He looks silly while he's trying to kill zombies while wearing a teddy bear helmet. This game draws a clear line between items that are great and items that blow. The 2x4, actually, I would qualify as a great weapon. Its only weakness is that it doesn't have a lot of health.
But it does actually almost one-shot a majority of the zombie types that you end up fighting, so...
Right. High damage, but not terribly useful in the long run because you can only kill like a dozen zombies before it's out of health. Obviously, in the interest of making the game not feel, you know, really over the top and ridiculous, they had to set limitations on what the items can do based on the reality of what these items are. For instance, projectile nail guns, probably not as realistic as Frank makes it look like. Like, nails are going to fall off trajectory. They're going to miss their mark. You know how contractors use a nail gun is they put the nail gun up to the place where they fire the gun into. They pull the trigger, the gas pushes the nail out of the nail gun and into the board. That's how you do it. It does the work of a hammer. But you know, if you held a nail gun right up to the zombie's head, sure, okay, that actually would have made a great like QT moment where like, okay, nail gun the zombie before it hits you and makes like a little cutscene where it's like, got you, motherfucker, or doing the Trinity from the Matrix, dodge this. Nailed it.
Admittedly, I honestly wish that there was more stuff like that in this game, or at least that we had the ability to show that off. Because without the crafting system, there really isn't much point in having all of the different styles of weapons and usable items thrown around, because we can't actually combine them in order to grow attached to particular weapon setups that we want. I mean, at least for this playthrough, we've mostly grown attached to specifically the handgun, the knife, and the katana, and that's about it.
Yeah, you'll find, I suppose, like, I'll concede one advantage of Dead Rising 2 over 1 is Dead Rising 2, like you mentioned, it has the customizing system. You can craft your own weapons together with freaking duct tape and screws. And the game will give you recipes so that you can craft the customizable weapons of your choice. That will help the game stop from becoming stale. Because, unfortunately, Dead Rising 1 has this problem where it has a relatively narrow variety of items that you can use to kill zombies, and that will lend it to becoming stale. You don't want games to become stale. You want them to stay fresh. But how do you do that in a game where you hit the zombie dies? You shoot them in the head, their brains come out. You hit them with a 2x4, they fall over. Where is the save room? I'm gonna build my path to the finish line.
Well, you can't build a save room past Cloud.
Frank, you must pick up this 2x4. Throw it at the zombies, and they will die. Stupid green worms. No, here's a mini game that never seems to get old. Is how can I get to the save room from where I'm standing without dying? I only have half health. What a predicament.
And another handgun.
I mean, I knew mall cops were useless, but I mean, these guys are just making an effort to take an extended donut break.
But mall cops are supposed to have tasers over handguns, aren't they?
Maybe. I mean, we are talking about post 9/11 America, where maybe around this time both gamers and viewers, as well as non-gamers, were a bit disillusioned as to the safety that mundane places in the United States can offer.
Libraries are still very safe, so there.
Libraries are still very safe. You know what? Now that you mention it, I cannot think of any major news events that record like, oh, 18 dead because of psychopath who was absolutely infuriated because he had to pay a late fee on his book. Well, you got to think too, like, you know, just to wrap up this thought real quick. Psychopaths try to target highly populated human areas. Libraries are never highly populated human areas.
Anymore, yeah.
What are you talking about? They never were.
While I wouldn't say that they. I would not call libraries sparsely populated for a majority of the 90s, because the 90s honestly had a lot of uses for libraries. In the next episode, we'll continue on with Dead Rising. Be safe, everybody.
And always know where the nearest restroom is.